Nice to meet you. I'm Suski, and welcome to my channel. Here, I'll be explaining Houdini and CG techniques in a clear and easy to understand way. Thank you for watching. In this first video, I'll show you how to change the screen layout in Houdini, and also what you can do with VEX, which is a C-like programming language used in Houdini. Alright, let's get started. In Houdini, the elements that make up the screen layout are called panes. You can freely combine and arrange these panes to create your own layout. You click the small downward triangle, a menu appears. Options like split pane, left right, top bottom, and so on. And you can change the layout easily. Let's try it quickly. Since you can change layouts anytime, there is no need to worry about breaking anything. Don't worry. If you want to go back, use this. That's it for now. Next, by clicking that plus button on the pane, you can add new tabs to display different type of information. When working with VEX, it's very helpful to always keep the Geometry Spreadsheet visible. Other panes are up to your personal preferences. Okay, to save your customized layout, click here and choose Save current desktop as. Then give it a name. I'll name mine Suski main. But you can use whatever name you like. By the way, in Houdini, a layout is called a desktop, so I'll use that term from now on. Also, if you click the small square icon next to the triangle, the pane will switch to full screen view. Click it again to go back. Use that when you want to focus on one pane. Shortcut key Ctrl V. Now, one important note. If you just restart Houdini as it is, it will go back to the default built desktop. To prevent that, open Preferences and change the Startup Desktop from build to your custom one. Then click Accept. That way, your layout will be loaded automatically when you start Houdini next time. Their screen things up a bit. There's still a scene view pane. That's in the way. So let's close it. We'll also add more pane. Preview. More comfortable. Now that we've saved these changes, save current desktop. This desktop will appear the same way the next time you launch Houdini. Alright, we now have a layout that's easy to work with. Let's finally start creating nodes. Before that, let's talk about hierarchies in Houdini. What you can do and what kind of nodes you can use depends on which level of the hierarchy you're working in. Right now, the selected level is OBJ. OBJ is a level where you work with objects themselves. There are other contexts like image for images and math for materials. For rigging and most geometry-based work, you'll stay in the OBJ level. Let's create some geometry here. To add a node, press the Tab key to open the menu. However, the menu is quick deep, so it's usually faster to type the node name directly. Let's create a box. You'll see the box appear in the 3D view. In the network view, you'll notice there are the two boxes. The lower represents the actual geometry, and the upper one is its parent node. If you were to place the sphere inside the box object, it will look confusing. The parent is called box, but the content is a sphere. That's why, as a convention, we first create a geometry node named girl. And then put the actually saved node inside it. To go inside the node, press R for in. To go back up, press U for up. U and I. This way, no matter what's inside, the parent node G serves as a neural container. Let's delete the first box and do this properly. Create a geonode, go inside it, and add a box there. If you only ever work with one box, it's fine to make the box directory, but in most real cases, you'll be combining many nodes, so using error with a parent is a clean approach. Now, inside the geometry, let's add a transform node. Transform retrieve move, rotate or scale in the object. In the parameters, you'll see translate, rotate, and scale. Try changing the translate X value while watching the 3D view. You may not see anything at first because the display flag, the eye icon, isn't turned on. Only the node with the display flag is visible in the viewport. The shortcut key for toggle it is R. Alt, drag, copy. Q, W, R. Are shortcut keys. Now, in the Geometry Spreadsheet, you can see an attribute called P, which stands for position. This holds the x, y, z coordinates for each point. If you enable display point numbers, you'll see numbers in the viewport that correspond to the spreadsheet rows. As you transform the box, value of P update accordingly. Houdini emphasizes this spreadsheet view a lot. You should always pay attention to what's happening in the underlying data, not just the 3D visuals. When you rotate or scale the object, you'll notice value in P changing to reflect the new position. And DCC tools like Marian, Blender, and Houdini, the order of transformation is always scale, rotate, translate, regardless of the order in which you enter the values. Now, let's look at how we can do the same transformations using VEX code. Add an attribute random node. You can type a double as a shortcut in the tab menu. Write this. This just references the position attribute and does nothing yet. The attribute T is a vector 3, meaning it contains three components x, y, and z. If we multiply it by 3, write this, and R, the roll box scales 3 times larger. This scales only the x component. Right. Just stretch the box horizontally. If we move it apart instead, like this, the box shifts up by 3 units. Okay. You can compare nodes returning one in your template shortcut E. It appears with a wireframe, so you can easily compare results. The workbox scales next to shift up and shift order changing. Shift up and row scaling. You'll see the result changing. That's because scaling and translating don't commute the order methods. This makes the transform order inside Houdini, scale, then rotate, then translate. One more thing. If you move the parent geometry node by 2 units, the child position doesn't change in its own spreadsheet. That's because the store positions are in local space, not world space. So today we covered how to change the save desktop in Houdini, how to read the geometry spreadsheet, how to write simple VEX code to manipulate attributes like position. Next time, we'll explore more advanced VEX operations, including metrics and rotation calculations, and see some visibility in the viewport to really understand what's happening. If you found this helpful, please subscribe and join me in the next video. Thanks for watching.